present you paper on dark matter and quantum entanglement. The topics covered would be the communication between how entangled particles take place, and then using that same approach, I will be able to explain you dark matter as well. Before I explain about the communication process, I just want to brief you about what is quantum entanglement. If a photon is bombarded with heavy nucleus, we get a pair of positron and electron. But this pair of electron and positron are told to be entangled, because if you measure the state of electron, automatically the positron state is defined, and the value is same, even if they are kept distance very far away, even if they are at the edge of the galaxies, and that happens instantaneously. But the communication between them is not clear, like how this communication takes place, because it is instantaneously, and the maximum velocity which we can travel in the universe is only speed of light. So this is not clear, so I would like to explain that. So current explanation for this was given with the help of wormhole. Wormhole is basically, if you have flat space. In flat space, minimum distance between point A and point B would be straight line. Suppose now if I bend the space this way, as you can see in the figure, now the minimum distance would be this path. This is called wormhole. This is only theoretical, not practical, and this was a byproduct from the general theory of relativity, Einstein's equation. So what they say, if you change the state of positron or electron, and because they are linked with the wormhole, that's why they are able to communicate, and the pair automatically changes its states because through wormhole. As of now, this is the current explanation. So I am going to present without wormhole. Now before I start, in 2011 I presented a paper. In that I explained vacuum is not empty. It's made up of alternate real and imaginary spaces. Fundamental unit you can see there on the left side is rhombic dodecahedron. So in that paper I also explained the electron structure, where I told electron structure is a special case where imaginary space is confined in the real space, and the positron is exactly opposite, where the electron. And in universe they are very far distance, because they are very close. To negate it, this also moves counterclockwise in holographic plane. But as I told you, our universe is projection of holographic plane. That's why these two states are defined for each of them together. So there is no communication directly happening between them in this universe, but it is from the holographic plane. You got it, right? It's not. That's why we don't see it. It is happening instantaneously. There is no wormhole over here. So using this, I would like to explain you about dark matter as well. But before that, I will just give a brief about dark matter. How dark matter came into picture. In recently, scientists were trying to make a model of stars moving in the galaxy, what velocity, and they were trying to create a simulation kind of stuff. So they predicted this path. This is the velocity which curve should come on, but actual curve was this p1. So to negate this, they added a temporary mass or an unknown mass, and they called it as dark matter. And dark matter do exist. Dark matter, we can see the effects, but we cannot see the dark matter. So as of now, there is no good explanation to dark matter, but there are something like weakly interacting massive particles. Like these are hypothetical. These are not known yet. They tell that they don't react with light. That's why we don't see it. But they have gravity, and that's why they create dark matter. And others are massive compact traveler objects, which everybody would be knowing: black hole, neutron star, and brown dwarf. But these are not experimentally proved yet. Now, going back to the holographic plane, where the two electron and positron pair were registered in the holographic plane. You can see on left hand side, when these pair are generated in the holographic plane, there is information there. There is information, special case where real space inside imaginary space inside real. So these are compressed. I have not put that mathematically, like how much compression would be. So this compresses and stretches the holographic plane as well. When it stretches, as I told you, holographic plane is a projection. Our universe is the projection of holographic plane. We get projection in our universe as a curvature. As you know, the curvature of space means gravity. Curvature of space